So it's Friday morning. Happy Friday, everyone. It's still pretty cold. It's like 13 degrees outside, so I'm really ready for a warm up. We are still covered in snow. So today we take my kids to co-op on Friday, so I am going to be doing all of my chores a little bit earlier than usual. I just realized Miss Chocolate Chip is out with the doughs. Baby, you are screaming so loud. Very, very loud. Hey. Hey, go up the ramp. What are you doing? Go up the ramp. Okay. So I guess she was... I'll get you some feed, okay? Let me get you feed, Pinky. You're very, very ready for a warm up. Hi, the greatest. Walking. It would be easier if it was over here. Sorry, Pancake. girl. So I'll be feeding her kid with this milk. There's also another kid that I'm trying to bottle train. Actually, 2 other kids. So I'll be trying to get them to drink this milk as well. I don't know if they will. Mocha, are you ready for a bottle? So I'm gonna grab Mocha. Pancake's still eating. This is the one that I would really like to learn the bottle, so we're gonna try him first. Pancake. Mocha, why did you do that? Hi, Mirak. Oh, hi, Grunt's Family Farm. Grunt's. Hi, Avocado Master. I remember you. Good morning, Sassy. So I have someone looking to come and get, she has 2 bucklings this weekend for bottle kids, but the one is not, I don't know, he is eating a lot of feed. He's not old enough to be weaned, and he doesn't drink the bottle as quickly as I'd like, so I don't know if it's gonna work out. The earliest that I would want to wean a kid is 8 weeks old. I had never weaned anything before that. it's pretty cold. It's 13 degrees here. It's not very windy today, which is good. We're actually supposed to get a warm up. I think tomorrow it's going to get to 35. So I'm really ready for that. Yes, you're very loud. Okay, Mocha. And then I think on Sunday it's actually supposed to get to in the 50s. So I am super ready for that. We are currently in a kidding break. I don't have any kids due until March 22nd. I'm really ready for a break. We've had 11 dose kid in the past 4 weeks, and it's been the cold, like super cold, so thankfully none of them, I was present almost for all of them, or present immediately afterwards, or one of us was. So we didn't lose anyone due to cold, and I'm very thankful for that. We've also had a tremendous amount of does born, which is kind of odd for us. We've had 15 does born out of the 24 kids. So 11 does kidded. We ended up with 24 kids from those. 9 were bucklings and 15 were does. We had a set of quads. We had 3 sets of triplets, but one was stillborn, one of the does. We had quite a few sets of twins. Last year I had more triplets. A couple does that had triplets last year only had twins this year. But they had twin does, so I am really happy about that. I got to use 2 of my bucks that I've not used very widely before. One was a new buck that I bought him last May, but I met his breeder at a show in June, so I brought him home in June. I'm really excited to use him. I'm really hoping for mammary system attachment improvement. Are you done? Are you gonna try? No? You are so rotten. A lot of the babies love to drink the bottle. I don't know why he doesn't love it. He keeps chewing on the nipple. Yes, you're super naughty. Sir. He's very wiggly. Had a ton of very moon-spotted kids. Good morning, Uni. Thank you. They are cute. Some of these babies are the splashiest colors that I've ever seen. I think it's because of Maverick. He is extremely moon spotted. I need to sweep this room. I also need to be just budding kids and starting vaccines. I actually ordered my first doses of the PMHN, which is look, there he goes, a pneumonia vaccine that is administered intranasally. So you basically shoot 1 cc in each nostril. I have been using it now for a few years, and I really like it. I find that the pneumonia cases are really low after giving this. And even if they do get a cold, like if we go to a show and they pick up just kind of a cold, it doesn't get any worse than that. So I'm going to keep giving the pneumonia vaccine. How do the goats like it? Yeah, you do get them snorting it back out. It's not a poke, so I do get the CDT, which is a poke. And the CDT is a 2-part vaccine. The pneumonia vaccine is just, 1 cc is a pretty small amount in each nostril, and you can actually tilt their head up when you do it, unlike a drench. So it's pretty quick. And it's 2 cc's no matter the size of the goat. So here with our temperature swings, they're very prone to pneumonia. Fortunately, I've never lost a goat to pneumonia. I have lost very few goats, but it's something that I always worry about. So Blackberry did have twin doelings, and they're both black and white. Oh, Jody, happy birthday. Oh, okay, so CDT. I know you're further south than we are. We just get a lot of, I'm in the Ohio River Valley. So we get a lot of, it'll be cold one day, but then really warm the next. It's a vaccine that you have to give every year. So it's not a lot. It's more than the CDT. It's like it ends up being $4 to $5 a dose, depending on how much you order. You can order in quantities of 10, 25, or 50. So I usually order the 10 because once you open it, you have to give all 10 doses. And so my sister-in-law said she ordered the 50. And so when she opened that, she had to vaccinate 50 goats. I was like, I think I would just rather do the 10. Oh, sorry, Jody, I forgot. Yes, Sawyer. Happy birthday, Sawyer. So these girls need to be disbudded. I will probably do that tonight. Hello. I'm kind of bad about waiting a little bit longer with does than I do with bucklings. Hi, Marky Mark. Good morning. How's your little house doe? Is she out in the barn full time now? These are Bernice's doe kids. I was just saying Ashley had to give that 50, the dose of 50 vaccines in one day. Oh, the new babies! Good morning, babies! This is Blackberry's new doe. She looks very much like her sire. She looks a lot like Cuddles. This is Hazel's. The buck and the does look so similar. This is Hazel's doe. You are so sweet and cute. And this is her little buck. He has flipped up ears and a goatee. Good morning. Oh, you're so cute. This is Blackberry's other doe. I don't know who is yelling. This is Minnie's doe, I believe. Yes, because Tiny's doe has a sweater on. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Well, that's devastating. Darn, she was so cute too. These are Tiny's kids. So we took the sweaters off of some of the others Because we have too many kids right now, so we didn't have enough sweaters for all of them. After they get close to a week, I feel like they're able to regulate their temperature a little bit better than they are before that. So I'm okay with them losing the sweaters, but Tiny did not want them to be wearing sweaters. She started acting very odd once you put the sweaters on the kids. So I think because it had the smell of other kids on it, so we had to wash it before we put it on her kids. Hi, sweetheart. Everybody's all snuggled up. Yeah, they're on the warm corner. We have 3 heating pads going. I really need to weigh all the new kids. Have not weighed anyone in a while. On the other hand, I did end up looking at the rabbits. I feel like I was able to sex them somewhat. And so now we have 2 friends for Peter that are out here. One is black, like solid black. Guys, you're gonna have to move your heads out. And the other one is like a black and white spotted rabbit. This weather makes me very eager for summer, for goat shows, for fairs. I'm just so over the winter. I am over the cold. I am over trying to keep kids warm. Next year, I don't know if I will breed for January and February, but when we get to the fall, I probably will. Then I will have forgotten exactly how draining it was. And ultimately, I think the kids are really, really hardy. This time of year, everything is, super frozen, so everything is parasite, coccidia-wise, they're all getting killed off, but it sure has been exhausting. Trying to catch the kidding. This year, I've really, really understood why people would induce their goats to kid on a certain time when they're home. These are the sisters, Pepper and Basil. They're doing really great. They're growing a lot. It's a little chocolate chip baby down underneath, the blue-eyed buckling. It's very flashy. Hazel had the quads. She looks really good. She's been getting a steroid. I actually stopped the steroid, so now she's just getting calcium. I'm down to once a day calcium for her. I was treating her for milk fever because she just seemed a little bit lethargic. She did have 4 big quads, and she was carrying the most baby weight of any goat. She had almost 16 pounds of baby. So she probably weighs, I would say, about 85 pounds. So that's a pretty good amount of baby. Bye, Mark. So on Fridays, we do a homeschool co-op. Yesterday, we went skiing. I told my daughter that for being homeschoolers, we're not home a lot. Did I spill milk? What happened? Taffy, you are so sassy. I guess someone knocked the bottle down and then picked it back up. Okay, it's still pretty warm. Do you want some, Pepper? Mocha is extremely jealous over anyone else getting the bottle. I really hope it's warm by the time the end of March kids come. Okay, Hazel. Some of my most anticipated breedings are coming in March, so I'm really, really excited about that. Revy is due between the 20th and the 22nd. So at 4 months old, I took her to a local show. And she got her junior leg. So there wasn't a whole lot of juniors. There was 28 other Nigerian dwarf juniors there. Her littermate sister was directly behind her and was first in her class in the second ring, but then refused to walk. So Lulu does not have a junior leg. Goose does not have any legs either. He actually was reserved several times, but the reserves don't typically count for anything unless it's behind a finished champion, I believe. I have to look up the rules on that for sure. And a lot of times the only way that you'll see a junior champion showing in regular open classes is if it's a show that pays premiums. Because they got to recoup the feed bill somehow. So if we go to the state fair, I put Easy in the regular age classes, even though she is finished. Good morning, goaties. So our outside water spigot did freeze up. And I had to carry water in from the house. That was not fun. However, they really loved getting hot water, so they drank all of it. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Bernicia. Good morning, Del Noah. Okay. Heated bucket is empty. We have goats coming out. Happy, I don't know why you want to come out. Tiny, why are you out here? So Chocolate Chip was actually separated from her kids last night. And that's one of her kids over there screaming. It wasn't very long, I think maybe 10 hours. A very loud kid. Okay, Chocolate Chip, actually you should come back out with your kids. But do get a first look at this mammary system. When you're looking at the width, it is an improvement over her dam pancake. Easy is starting to fill up. Okay, baby, we're gonna put you back out. Julie. Good morning. Thank you. Sometimes I miss it. Have I ever delivered one? Well, I had a Jersey cow that I showed in 4-H growing up. And she did have a baby, but I didn't have to do anything. She did it all by herself. It was nice and warm out. She had it in the pasture. She milked a ton. If I had room, I think I would have another Jersey cow. I absolutely loved her. She was the sweetest cow, except for she seemed to like me too much. She kept jumping on my back, which is not good when it's an animal that weighs so much. So she had this single, it was a heifer, and there was extra milk to spare, so I got the joy of milking a Jersey cow. And so after that, the goats feel easy. Easy when it comes to milking, not other things. Chocolate Chip, will you please find your baby? It is screaming its head off. Oh, sorry, Nutmeg. Did not mean to bump into you. I cannot wait until the goats are back on pasture. I know they probably cannot wait either. Hi, Miss Blue. How you doing? Do you want to come out for extra snacks? Good morning, Karen. Karen, it is 13 degrees here. I thought you were going to send some warmth and sunshine. It's not gotten here yet. Baby, your mama is over there. Will you go find her? Why are you out here? A baby that is lost. Okay, easy. Why are you at the door? Because she knows I'll let her out. Okay, guys, no traffic jamming. This is Chocolate Chip's little chocolate chunk. He is a chocolate colored baby. And kind of a rarity here. I never have chocolate colored kids. I don't know where he came from. Kind of odd. They found Chocolate Chip. 2 of the 3 did. She has a really good amount of milk, so her babies always have the fullest, tightest tummies. You can see she only let them drink a few seconds. That's pretty normal for goats. They drink very, very quickly, so they'll drink a few seconds all throughout the day. They're constantly emptying the udder. And you'll see dam raised, or does that are dam raising, will produce a lot if they have multiple kids. Easy as being a grouch. Here, Cecily, do you want to come in here? You can see the different body styles on these 2 does. You see how sharp and wedge-like Cecily is, but she's also more narrow over the top. Easy is also a doe that's very wedgy over the withers, but she's much, much wider than Cecily. Not just in the stomach, she is pregnant, but if you look at the rump and the loin, she's a lot wider than Cecily. Her rump is tremendously wider than Cecily's. One thing I love about her, one reason why I bred her son to Cecily, so the kids would have that extra width. So when we get home from co-op, we probably will be just doing maintenance around here. I have kids to disbud, vaccines to give, pens to clean. Oh, 7 degrees. 24 in Denver. Oh, Julie, are you looking for a lot of milk? Are you looking for milk that's really high in butter fat? I'm actually judging a show near Denver in June. It's like a summer showdown or something. Milking to drink. A lot of the dairy breeds will milk a pretty substantial amount. The breeds with the highest butter fat are the Nigerian dwarf. They don't milk as much as the standard breeds, but they're smaller. They're easier to manage. You know, my kids show these goats. But kids show all kinds of standard breeds. If you're looking for the most milk, a Saanen would make the most. Alpines are very, very good milkers. A lot of people I heard really like the flavor of La Mancha milk. Nubian is also a good amount of milk, but also a high amount of butter fat. Julie, I think the most important thing if you are looking into getting a dairy goat is to find a farm that's going to help you along the way, and they'll be available if you have any problems or you have questions. I would prefer that over any certain breed. It can be stressful, you know, raising goats for the first time. So having like a farm that will mentor you, I think would be the best over any specific type of goat. I don't think there's a breed of goat that I would not have. Due to space requirements, we did go with Nigerians. I only had 1 acre when we first got these goats. I really like all the breeds. Now that I have more goats and more does, I think it's more important for me is a goat that is easy to keep, one that is not constantly having problems, one that's not dealing with illness a lot. And really all of mine I've been very fortunate. They've been very healthy. One that is easy to handle, which means I can catch her when I need to catch her. She's not trying to run away. She's not mean to the other goats. She's not a bully. She's easy to milk. She's not, and once they get trained, they should be able to jump up there and you can milk them without fighting them. So any of my cuts this year are going to be more for those reasons. I am going to be cutting goats that are a headache to deal with, because when you have 60 goats, you can't deal with goats that are constantly trying to be a problem. I don't really feel like messing with a doe that is going to try to be mean to smaller goats, or after several years of milking, they still try to kick you. These are dairy goats. They've been bred to milk. They should be able to be milked without a lot of headache. Gosh, Karen, I don't know. I think there was over 30 by the time we moved, but a lot of them were kids, so they're very tiny. But the barn was a big issue because the barn was so small. We just couldn't keep everything under one roof. It was a total headache storing hay because we didn't have a loft, so you're constantly worrying about the hay getting wet. In the barns, we couldn't keep the water out, so like it would seep up into the hay. So one of my favorite things about this place is the loft. It's so nice to be able to buy 300 to 400 bales of hay, and it just stays dry. It stays clean. The goats can't jump on it. That is one of my favorite things about this place. And I can do most of my chores under one roof. So if the weather, like it's raining, I'm not even really out in the rain a ton because all the goats, I can pretty much access them from inside here. Yes, we did have a lot of chickens there. I feel like chickens are, I don't know, they just kind of fit in wherever you need them. They fill in the gaps. And we could actually let them out there because we had the fence on the front of the property, so they weren't able to run right out to the road, but here we don't. So they do run out to the road. So here they have to stay in their coop. There are so many babies here, guys. It just feels like I can't even keep track of them all. 24 babies. And a lot of them are very closely related, so they look very similar. Chad asked me how many goats we had, so thankfully I knew, but I told him he probably did not want to know the answer to that. It's now up to 66. Oh, that's great, Julie. There's nothing quite like farm fresh eggs. So 2 are supposed to be leaving this weekend. I have someone else looking for some bottle babies, so hopefully they'll want Hazel's and she can just raise 2 kids instead of 4. Then I have 2 other bucklings to move. That'll be down 6. So hopefully we can move some goats before more goats come. I always kind of hate that part of goats, is trying to post them and sell them. Oh no, are they struggling, Julie? Are your chickens, or were the people looking for goats? Yeah, there's still, I don't know, there's still a lot of people buying goats. I'm trying to make a post and I don't know, just a lot of messaging and questions, but I guess that's part of it. Oh yes, chickens are easy to keep. You can give them your kitchen scraps. They can range around your yard. You're not having to really buy a lot of feed if you don't want to. So I think chickens are a great starter animal for people. I don't know where those 2 male rabbits went. The completely black one, it's kind of funny because it's like we have good Peter and evil Peter. It's not evil, but it just looks that way with the white and black. It's funny. Alrighty, guys. Well, I am headed off to co-op all day today, so I guess I will jump off here and feed my bucks and put a bunch of goats away. I hope you all have a really great Friday. Stay warm, stay safe. I'll see you guys later. Bye, Karen. Bye, Julie. Bye, Berkeley. Bye, Sawyer. Bye, Alexandria. Stay warm. Sounds like it's cold there.